Hey, Mantic and Epic Warpath fans, all right, we got our MyMiniFactory campaign launching. Very cool. Let's just punch the refresh button here and make sure everything's on track. So we got 38 backers already for 4K and change. Long ways to go yet, 30 days. I just want to give you my impressions of things, and I'm kind of a weirdo. I have a pretty big backlog, pile of shame or potential physical. I'm also now building a modest digital pile of shame as well. And specifically in Epic Warpath right now, my two factions are GCPS and Asterians. That's who I've gravitated towards. So I'd be interested in getting the STLs of them so that I have options to print different things that give me more, I don't know, maybe a more air-cav GCPS or chroma force platform dependent Asterian. I don't know. So just different things there. So looking at this, we have the taster level, which is a great value just to get the rule book and a few files you can test print. This is that's awesome. You can see 3 people gravitating towards that one already. This is also the level if you were gonna proxy armies with Flames of War, Team Yankee, I don't know what, Return of the Tripods armies. This would be a good level to do that at with. Then you've got the kind of starter box flavor, the Battle for Farvox XL, which is the full Enforcer and Plague armies. So, you know, we have a core section and then we have a reinforcement section. This is both of those together. And the reinforcements are made up of, you know, usually another different kind of troop type, some other specialists and support things that are spicy in there that make it more flavorful and good. So this is the whole flavorful Plague enchilada, the whole Plague enchilada. Oh, that's gross. But yeah, this is a really good value at $66. That's great. Now I will say, of all these pledges, even if you go all the way up to the full epic all-in pledge for all 4 factions, the 4 starting factions at least, of Plague, Forged Fathers, Asterians, and Enforcers, this still isn't what you need to actually play a game. There's one key element missing here, and that is tokens, because Epic Warpath is very token dependent. We issue orders at the beginning, and our order tokens go down, and depending on what they are, things happen and evolve from there in the battle. So there is, however, a milestone down here for over 15K. Well, we've got to get to 20,000 is what they want. Okay, and there's this much left. So we've got a ways to go to get our token set. And then because it's a milestone, does everybody get it? I don't know how MyMiniFactory campaigns really work, but yeah. If we don't hit that, I have a funny feeling Mantic may tweak things to either offer the tokens as an add-on or just inject them into these pledges and an add-on. It would make sense. Maybe not this one, but maybe you'd put them in these and then offer it as an add-on. Let's talk about add-ons. So for $60, I can get my beloved Asterians. It is tempting, but I think it's 60 hobby smackaroos that I could put towards other things. And just to have the files kind of sitting in my back pocket, I don't think it's worth it for me to do it at that level. $40, it gets to be much more attractive. And, you know, Mantic, you deserve to be paid. And I'm not bagging on price or whatever. This is just me kind of thinking out loud here. The fact that I can't go Asterian GCPS, which is what I pledged for, and really like this campaign is really geared to get the digital-only diehards into Epic Warpath. That's what it's going to do. Hey, we got another person over here, 34. So they were already there. So we got 1 and 1. These are the popular, well, this is not very popular, but yeah, the all-in. So yes, this is everybody who's just printers, STLs only. They're probably going to gravitate toward this. This is going to be how they get the game, which is cool. And I think that's right. I'm really excited for more Epic Warpath players to be out there. I do wish these were a little bit more attractive. You know, I don't know what MyMiniFactory's cut is, and obviously you had to create all these art assets, and you have to manage and deal with weirdos like me in the comments. My other ask would be, what would get me off the fence to, maybe you make this $40, I might jump in for that, for just that. You give me one of these that is Forge Fathers and Asterians for $66, boom, you have my money again as well too. And I've asked for that in the comments because, again, I'm a weirdo. Blah, blah, blah. So, anyhow, I'm really curious to see how this evolves. Where are the other 4 factions, the Marauders, the Veermen, the Nameless, and the GCPS? Well, apparently there might be a future campaign next year that introduces them, which is cool. Are these going to come to the vault? According to Mantic in the comments, again, not in the near future. Which means, what's near future? Well, that's up to Mantic to define, but I could see end of next year, maybe. And how, like, this stuff just, it's a vault campaign tailor-made already, because you would release the core force one month, and then it's reinforcements the next month, and you just go like that, and you have over a year's worth of Epic Warpath vault releases going like that already, which I think, you know, they'd probably be nuts not to do at some point, right? Will that make some people salty? Maybe. But you know, when do you want it? Do you want Epic Warpath now? You can play in the end of 2025 and into 2026? Or do you want to wait for it and it to be slowly issued to you? You know, for people that are interested in Epic Warpath, you're buying now. Admit it. That's the Epic Warpath people are already here. So, yep, cool to see how this one evolves, and maybe something juicy happens here and gets me to pledge. We'll find out. I'll catch y'all later. Bye-bye.